Peace. My name is Wyking, honorably known to many in this community as Kwame Garrett. I've been here, grown up here, and I'm representing the United for Youth Coalition, UmojaFest Peace Center tonight, as well as the Seattle Hip Hop Youth Council. I've been working with youth and active in the community for a number of years. People know that. I was a founding member of the African American Heritage Museum and Cultural Center. And I just want to share a few words from a letter that we delivered to Mayor Gregory Nichols. I do want to say that, first off, I do think that self-help is the best help. But that doesn't exonerate people that are employed to serve the civilians from doing their proper fiduciary duties and responding to our will and engaging us and representing our interests and distributing our resources as we would like them to distribute them. So I just want to say that the United for Youth Coalition, we basically responded to President-elect Obama's call for service, and we stepped up to fully execute our responsibility as citizens, working directly with the city and other government agencies to address the issues in our community, primarily right now, the issue of youth violence. And we want to touch it at the roots, not, in the leaves, and not just treat the symptoms. That's why it's good that we're here. The current crisis of youth violence is a culmination of years of bad policy, insider dealing, and government-facilitated corruption that has disenfranchised and destabilized our community. This is very clearly illustrated by the co-opting, government-facilitated, all levels of government funded, the co-opting of the Coleman School from a youth-centered program, something that was designed to significantly impact what was going on with our youth by employing them, educating them, giving them a sense of positive self-identity, an attachment to a positive cultural legacy, and a sense of purpose. Because youth that have those things, they're not out taking people's lives. They're making their lives the best they can, as well as enhancing other people's lives. And basically what we wanted was transparency and true engagement of the community. Obama spoke about change and that we have to stop the special interests, from being put ahead of the people's interests. And that's what's been happening for years. We see what happened in Chicago. We see what's going on at the Port of Seattle, where black contractors are disenfranchised by what? Insider dealing and things of that nature. Contractors that could then employ black youth in apprenticeships. So it's a trickle down, Reaganomics effect, that we kind of dealing with. But we were involved with the Rainier Beach Central District Initiative that just happened in the summer. There were a number of positive programs that reached out to youth. I want to note Andre McKinney was very effective. They gave him 30 days, and he turned around 50 applications from community grassroots organizations, not just the same agencies. And then that program was so successful that they expanded it, right? No, they didn't. They cut the budget, cut his position, and then said we're going to do a youth prevention initiative, and this organization, the Urban League, is going to be the head of it, and this one is going to be the head of it, and that one's going to be the head of it. And we're having stakeholders meetings, and the people that did successful initiatives in the summer didn't even get included in the process. So this is like going backwards to go forward. That doesn't make any sense, And this is not like, are we a colony, or is this a plantation when our leaders are appointed to us? That we need to get past that, and deal with real community-based. Obama was a community organizer. I hope that, he stays in that spirit and empowers people on the grassroots level. But the youth violence problem, I'm really hands-on with it as far as dealing with a lot of youth. And right now, we're building the UmojaFest Peace Center on 24th and Spring. We took some houses that were nuisance properties, a lot of issues. We've already brought change to that property, and we're developing it as a community youth-centered cultural facility. A lot of people reach out to us, and we reach right back to them to be a partner, a good partner. But we have to, there's only so much we could do of our own will and volunteerism, because the police are not volunteering when they're on the streets. They're there, they're paid, they got benefits. The teachers that are failing to teach our kids, they're not volunteering to fail to teach our kids. They're getting it paid, whether the kid passes or not. So we have to put value. I had an opportunity to go through a training with Cynthia McKinney, and she said, you have to allocate, politics is the allocation of values. So if you say something is valuable, then you allocate the appropriate resources to grow and develop that. And so we have to demand some accountability about the things that are going on in our community, and we can't just say, well, we don't want to talk about them because that person's black, or we don't want to talk about them because that person's this, or that's my cousin or my brother-in-law, et cetera, et cetera. No one has the right, not me, to basically endanger all of us, because everybody's in danger. The new residents that are moving in, you're going shopping at South Center, you might catch a bullet. Everybody's in danger. So it's upon everybody to really find out what's really working, who's really active. I'm not the only person, but I know we have a track record of 10 years back doing the biggest festival in the community. We get a lot of opposition from downtown. So we need you to basically say, stop blocking and support the things that are working in the community, right? And stop this insider, this is my buddy, and all of these type of things. That's disenfranchising the community. So those are the words I want to say. We encourage you to get involved, find out about the P.E.A.C.E Center. The United for Youth Coalition is a coalition of grassroots organizations, businesses, and individuals that are dedicated to really solving this problem. We invite you, if you represent an organization, to get involved, join it, and let's get busy. But we also got to have some responsibility from downtown, because the Urban League does not represent what's going on the street level, grassroots black community. They don't represent our interests, and they're out of touch with the street violence for sure. So how could you have somebody lead something that really has no idea what's going on in the community, and can't even really come out in the community and be accountable for the things that they're already doing? Because if they really cared about our community and our youth, not just that they would be here. When they had $23 million to spend that they got from our project, they collected in the name of our project, they would have had youth apprenticeship programs, youth would have space in the building. The building closes at 4:30, it's closed Monday and Tuesday. How's it for the youth, right? So let's get some accountability before we try to give them another $7 million or however much $1 million. If they really wanted to do something, that $23 million would have that could make a big difference in a small community. And it's making no impact. So they had their chance, good try. You know, the streetcar is a good project. I'm sure they're gonna make a lot of money off of that, you know. But as far as what we gotta do in our community, vote of no confidence for those agencies, any agency. If I become one, hey, no confidence for Wyking. He's not effective, all right? We gotta have real accountability and get busy on what has to be done. Real change, 2009. Oh, one announcement. We have an event, a series of guns, drugs, all of that. He was able to turn it around, get his PhD by 26 years old. He's gonna be in Seattle on from Thursday to Saturday. There's an event going on at Garfield Teen Life Center. I'd like to recognize Buki, Jerron Gates, reaching out, and also at Van Assel Community Center. So you could come and find out some real strategies that work to reach our youth. It's basically like if you heard of Think and Grow Rich, if Napoleon Hill wrote an urban fiction crime drama, that's what the book would be. It's called How to Hustle and Win, a survival guide for the ghetto. You know, if you want some information about the UmojaFest P.E.A.C.E Center or these events or other things, because we got a lot going, just get in touch with us. And peace as I came.